All right, so we started with a review of yesterday where we were doing this b squared minus 4ac thing. That's called something. It's called the discriminant. Discriminant. D-I-S-C-R-I-M-I-N-A-N-T. The discriminant. And people in the... Oh, you explaining something to him? Okay, keep it quiet, please. Once you're done with this discriminant thing and you've plugged it in and you got your answer like we just did a second ago, now here's the part you don't know. Well, some of you might know. If the answer comes out positive, then this equation we started with will have two solutions. I told everybody yesterday to use SOLN as the abbreviation for solution. You remember that? To solve. If it comes out negative, which sometimes this number does come out negative, if it comes out negative, then there's no solutions. And if it comes out to 0, there's one solution. Now, I explained this stuff yesterday, but I know some of you were gone, so I thought I would just go over it briefly today. Thankfully for you, at the top of the worksheet I gave out yesterday, it summarizes this part, that it's positive gives you two solutions, negative gives you no solutions, and 0 gives you one solution. So here is a typical question. That can be described with that b squared minus 4ac thing. Everybody write down the b squared minus 4ac thing, except if you're really good at this, you can jump right to this, what I call the skeleton version of it. B squared minus 4ac. You get how I didn't even need to write out b squared minus 4ac, but all depends. If you're just new at this, maybe you'd want to write the whole thing out. Yes? Yep. It'll always be b squared minus 4ac. That's the same equation every single time. Got to memorize that one. It's called the discriminant. Now, I haven't made you memorize many formulas in this class. Just so you know, this is one of those times. And it's a fairly short unit. So you got to get this one down because it's part of a bigger formula that's even bigger than this. And I'll show that to you in a second after we're done with this problem. But this is just one part of a big honkin' formula. In fact, it's the biggest formula that we make every kid in high school memorize. As far as I know, for math, there isn't any formulas any bigger than this that we ask people to memorize. This is just part of a big formula. Anyway, have you by now already figured out that b was negative 2? Yeah. And then put it in here? That's what I was hoping you would do. All right, so put in a and b and c, and then multiply it all out. Some of you guys are pretty good at the multiply thing. I do allow the calculator for the people that can't, but is b negative 2? This is where b is supposed to go. Did I put in? That's where the 2 is. Nope. This is the A spot. Okay, here's A, here's B, and here's C. The first and the second and the third number are the A and the B and the C. Then it goes into this red formula here, and we stick in the B and the A and the C. Yes, do you have something to add? Okay. You just asked, you said my name, so I was asking what you wanted. Okay, so this A here, the A is supposed to be the A. What is the A? Nope, look up here. There's the A. 3. And then the C is 1. Okay, now let's put it all together and finish this deal. You need to be with me. I don't know what you're doing. Negative 2 squared, what's that make? Positive 4. Minus 4, and a lot of people that aren't good at math will just go, oh, 4 minus 4, that's 0. No, you can't do that. Why? Because the order matters. This 4 times 3 has to happen before this 4 minus 4. Because, why? Because parentheses always happen first, and then exponents, and then multiply and divide. The last thing you do is your add and subtracts. So notice, so far all I've done is this parenthesis and the exponent. And now I should go back to that rule again. What's first? The parentheses. Anything in these parentheses to do? It's just a 3. No, because I can't really do anything in the parentheses. So then it's multiplies and divides before adds and subtracts. So do you get this multiply and divide part here has to get done next? So I cannot subtract 4 minus 4. I'm going to go 4 minus, and then I got to do this. That happens first. What is it? And it is 4 minus 12. Negative 8 is correct. Good. Now, I gave you a little list. If it's positive, this happens. If it's negative, that happens. And if it's 0, that happens. If it was positive, there's 2 solutions. You need to memorize this. If it's negative, there's none. No solutions. And if the answer to this had been 0, there would be 1. Which is this? Positive, negative, or 0? No, this number here, is this positive, negative, or 0? It's negative, so then there is no solutions. So you not only have to get an answer, you can't just say, oh, the answer is negative 8. You only get half credit for that. You wouldn't get credit on the way we do our test because you can't be part right and part wrong. You just mark wrong. If you just write negative 8, you'll be marked wrong. You have to say negative 8, therefore, and I like to abbreviate that with dots, therefore, there's no solution. And I did accept people abbreviating that SOLN. It's a lot faster than writing SOLUTIONS, right? It's just abbreviation. All right, so I guess I would be okay with that in this class. It technically isn't what we want, but it's okay. I would accept that. There's a slight difference, but anyway. How about we do one of the ones off the sheet? I'm going to pause for a moment. Everybody that was here yesterday, take out the worksheet. You may remember we did the evens yesterday, and now the assignment is the odds. Take a look at number 3. Everybody look at number 3. I know these are set up kind of strange with that whole A, B, and C thing there, but it's really not hard at all. It's just asking you what's A, what's B, and what's C. So for the people that don't really know what's going on, at least they get some easy points there. The first one, that's A. The second one, that's B. And the third one, that's C. Now, one thing to warn you, they are just numbers. Don't put X. A is this, B is that, and C is that. They are numbers. So what's A? 5. What's B?
2.
What's C?
10.
Good. And in an easy, happy world, you'd be done, but you're not. Because we got to find the D, the discriminant. And I told you the formula for it. Does anybody have a short-term memory? Come on. B squared minus 4AC. Very good. All right. Stop talking, please, or you're moving up to the front. What? All right. You're right. I wrote it kind of fast. There. B squared minus 4AC. All right. Now I'm going to put it in parentheses. Okay. In the back, Mr. WT, stop looking over there. Keep looking up here. All right, this is an empty parenthesis squared minus 4 parenthesis. And then we're going to drop in some numbers. If I only knew what A, B, and C were. Look at that. I have A, B, and C right here. Okay, so I'm going to put in B, which from this list is 2. And I'm going to put in the A, which from this list is a 5. And the C, which from this list is a 10. And now, I have to finish this up. B squared is 4. And that is a big, nasty multiply problem. But it's not that hard because timesing by 10 just adds a 0. So, 5 times 4 is 20. And then you times 10. 20 times 10. I heard 120 and I heard 200. Which one is it? It's 200 is correct. Nope. 20 times 10 is 200. Now, what is 4 minus the 200. Would you agree it's some big negative number? Negative 196. Very good. Now, can we be done once I say that D is negative 196? Nope, because remember me saying you had to tell what that means? If you look at the top of your worksheet, it'll say if D is bigger than 0, do you get that means positive? If D is positive, is this one positive? No. So we go to the next one. If D equals 0, was D equal to 0? No, it wasn't. It was negative and therefore no solutions. And I did say it was okay in this class to say that. How do you know that it's no solution? Is that what you're asking?
No, it just says 0, there are 2 solutions.
Okay. If this answer had come out to 0, there would have been one solution. If you look at the thing, it says if D equals 0, then there is one solution. That's what it says in the text. You're asking what that means? That means if this number right here, the number we get at the end after doing b squared minus 4ac, if that number is positive or negative or 0, tells you how many solutions that this equation right here will have. Okay, so it came out negative. Would you agree that there is a negative number in there? And then I just look and see which one says negative. Well, the one that says less than 0. And then it says there are no real solutions. So I'm letting you use the symbol you wanted to use there for no solution. 0 with the slash.
There are 2 solutions.
Can you just say not positive?
Yes, you can.
And there is one solution, which will be...
The one solution, this doesn't tell us what the solution is. This tells us whether you're going to have one solution, 2 solutions, or no solutions.
How do you know?
If it's 2 solutions, this number is positive. If the D answer you get is positive, you're going to get 2 solutions. And if it's 0, sometimes it comes out to 0, then there'll be 1 solution. So this answer is no real solutions, correct.
And then there is one solution.
When we do another problem might come out to be different, but we're not going to say that this has no solutions and 1 solution. It can't be both. It's no solutions. Because this came out negative here, the answer is no solutions. And again, I'm abbreviating that with this symbol and saying that's okay this time. Anytime it comes out negative, that means there's no solutions. All right, so let's do another one. Let's look at number 5. Usually, there's a few people that are confused after the first one, but usually after the second one, it's better. We're doing number 5, and it says x squared plus 2x minus 1. And the first thing it asks is A, B, and C. I think anybody could do this.
I think anybody can too.
Okay, what's A?
I think it's 1.
Correct, what's B?
I think B is 1.
And what's C?
Next one.
All right, see, that's the easy part. Next part, I think probably 3/4 of you probably know what that little tiny formula is that I had you memorize.
B squared minus 4ac.
All right. And actually sticking in the right numbers and doing it is kind of the hardest part. Once you get all done, let's say the answer comes out to 5. Then you got to know, does that mean there's no solutions? Or 1 solution or 2 solutions? Stop messing around with that and do problem 5. I already did problem 5. Okay, that's what I'm saying. Do it. That's the point. Do problem 5. I'm doing it with you right now. So this B is 2, A is 1, C is negative 1. And now 2 squared is 4 minus, oh wait, there's 2 negatives. Do you know what to do when there's 2 negatives? Positive. 4 times 1 times 1 is 4. 4 plus 4, 8. My D thing that I just figured out is called the discriminant is 8. And unfortunately, you can't just stop there. You got to say how many solutions that means. Since it's positive, it doesn't mean 8 solutions. You just say the answer is 8. So that means how many solutions? 2 solutions. Yep. And But yes, it's at the top. Take a look right here, right there. It says, no, it's all right. You didn't have the worksheet yesterday. Now you do. It's written right at the top of the worksheet that if D is bigger than 0, there's 2. If D is equal to 0, there's 1. D is less than 0, like negative, and there's no solutions. All right. And that's all I got for you for today.